A lot of people don't have receptive skills. They don't like to listen. All they talk about is their heart. Well, I did this and I did that and I and me, and then he didn't do this and he didn't do that and that made me feel this way and that made me feel this way. So it's this culture of validating feelings. The issue is feelings are not valid. You don't validate the invalid, right? So your feelings change every single day. One minute you're happy, next minute you're sad. And what you're gonna do is when you ask your significant other to confirm or validate those things, you're basically asking them to jump on an emotional roller coaster that's not regulated, basically. So you're now happy, sad, all this stuff with them, right? It's important to recognize, and I see this with a lot of people, as soon as I teach them that where the root of feelings come from, which is Jeremiah 17 verse 9, all of your feelings are deceitful, above all things, desperately wicked, and no one knows this, then they start to recognize like, oh, that's true. My feeling may feel right now, but that's just the reality. That's not the truth. Things can change. I thought, for example, being a gang member I felt like would make me money, and it did. But the truth was, it made me a scumbag. It made me a criminal. It made me a two-strike felon. It put me in prison. So although that reality at that moment was, wow, I'm getting money and women and all that, the end result, the truth was I was miserable. I tried to, unalive. I tried to do all these evil things to myself. So if that was the case, why then, if my feelings were right, it should have been this grand scheme of happiness and my retirement plan, essentially, right? But it was like my expiration date, basically. I was literally fast tracking to my destruction and death. But I say all of that to say, people who sit there and they think that my thoughts are valid and then they tell other people to validate them, right? This is what I'm seeing in our individualistic culture with all relationships and even people who are dating and even single people. They don't want to hold jobs. They're isolated. Why? Because no one's validating their sensitive feelings and they're thinking, well, you guys are the problem. And then they just bow out of everything. So there's no commitment. Everybody's YouTube university. Everybody's I'm right, you're wrong. I know everything. You don't know anything. And it's all feelings based. And what feelings does is it leads you on a roller coaster and spirals and rabbit holes and confusion and just chaos. And God is not an author of confusion. So that's why the narrative and the mantra of the world is follow your feelings, follow your heart, so that you guys can lead yourselves to pure misery, pure destruction, emotional instability, emotional immaturity. All these things stem from I need to be right. I feel like my feelings are right.